Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Speak English channel. I am so happy that you are here today. I'm Emma, and I'm sitting here with my good friend, Ben.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Emma. I was looking at our messages this morning, and so many of our listeners are worried. They're talented, they're smart, but they're scared.
I know exactly what they're scared of, Ben. It's those 5 words, right? Tell me about yourself.
Yes, it's like a ghost story for job seekers. You walk into a room, you see the interviewer, and then boom, they ask the question. Your heart starts racing, your hands get sweaty, and suddenly you forget all the English you ever learned.
It's okay to feel that way. Listeners, if you have felt that fear, please know that it is normal. Even native speakers get nervous. Today, we aren't just going to give you a script. We are going to give you a hug in the form of a lesson. We want you to feel like you are not alone.
That's right. I remember my first real interview. I wanted the job so badly. I had practiced my English for months, but when she asked me to talk about myself, I started talking about my pet turtle, Toby.
Oh, Ben, not Toby again.
I'm serious. I was so nervous that I didn't know what to say. I talked about how Toby eats lettuce. I talked about his green shell. The interviewer just stared at me. It was a disaster. I didn't get the job and I cried on the way home.
That sounds really hard, Ben. But look at you now. You've had so many successful jobs since then. That's why we're doing this episode. We want to take that Toby the Turtle energy and turn it into confident professional energy.
Exactly. Today is a long episode because we want to cover everything. We will talk about the structure, the vocabulary, the mistakes, and how to deal with the stress of speaking a second language.
So take a deep breath. If you're driving, keep your eyes on the road. If you're at home, maybe grab a notebook. Let's start this journey together.
Emma, let's start with the basics. Why do interviewers ask this? They have my CV, they have my LinkedIn. Why do they want me to speak?
That's a great question, Ben. Think of the interview like a first date. On a first date, you don't just read a list of facts, right? You want to feel the person's personality.
So they're checking if I'm a nice person?
Partly, yes. They want to see 3 things. Communication. Can you explain your thoughts clearly in English? Confidence. Do you believe in your own skills? And the human connection. Can I work with this person for 8 hours every day?
I see. So if I just read my CV like a robot, I'm failing the human part.
Exactly. They're looking for your story. A CV is a list of facts, but an interview is a story. They want to know how you became the person sitting in front of them.
I once interviewed someone who was very smart, but he didn't look at me once. He looked at the floor the whole time. He was so nervous that his sound sounded angry.
That's a common mistake. When we're nervous, our voice can sound flat or cold. That's why we tell our listeners, your English doesn't have to be perfect, but your energy has to be positive.
So even if I make a grammar mistake, if I smile and keep going, it's okay?
More than okay. A manager would rather hire a person who makes a few English mistakes but is friendly and hardworking than someone who speaks perfect English but is rude or boring.
That makes me feel so much better. It's about being real, not being perfect.
Exactly. Now, listeners, remember this. The interviewer is often just as nervous as you are. They want to find the right person so they can stop interviewing. They're hoping that you are the one. They are on your side.
Okay, Emma, let's get into the today, yesterday, and tomorrow formula. I love this because it's like a map. Let's talk about the present, the today.
Right. The biggest mistake people make is starting from their childhood. I was born in a small village. No, start with where you are right now.
So what do I say? Just my job title?
That's the start, but add a win. A win is something you are doing well. Example, currently I'm a sales assistant. I help customers find the right products, and I'm proud that my store had the highest sales last month.
I like that. It's not just I have a job, it's I'm good at my job. What if I'm a student?
Great question. If you're a student, your present is your studies. Example, I'm currently a final year student studying computer science. I'm focusing on building mobile apps, and I recently finished a project that helps people track their water intake.
It shows you're active. You aren't just sitting in a classroom, you're doing something.
Exactly. Use the phrase, currently I am, or at the moment my main focus is. These are very clean, professional B1 phrases.
What if I'm currently unemployed? That's a scary one.
Don't be scared. If you're looking for a job, your present is your learning. Example, currently I'm focusing on improving my digital marketing skills. I'm taking an online course and practicing by helping a friend with their small business.
Wow, Emma, that sounds so much better than I'm doing nothing. It shows you have initiative. That's a big word. Initiative means you don't wait for someone to tell you what to do.
Exactly. So listeners, step 1 is today. Your title plus one thing you are doing well. Keep it to 2 or 3 sentences.
Okay, now we go back in time. The past, the yesterday. This is where I talk about Toby the turtle.
No, Ben, no turtles. The past section is where you show the interviewer that you have experience.
But what if I have worked in 5 different jobs? Do I mention them all?
No, only the relevant ones. If you're applying for a job in a bank, don't talk about the time you worked at a summer camp, unless you learned something about money or leadership there.
So it's like a highlight reel of a movie. You only show the best parts.
Exactly. Use the phrase, before this, I spent 2 years at, or my background is in. The goal here is to show growth. You want to show that you learned something at every step.
What if I made a mistake in the past, like I left a job after only 2 months?
Seriously, don't mention it. You don't have to tell them every single detail. This isn't a confession in a church. This is a professional introduction. Focus on your successes.
That's a good point. Sometimes we feel guilty about our past, but an interview is about your strengths.
Right. One more tip for the past. Mention a skill you learned. Example, in my last job, I learned how to manage my time under pressure. This tells the interviewer, hey, I have this skill and I will use it for your company too.
I love that. So yesterday is about your journey and your skills. How many sentences should this be?
Maybe 3 or 4. Don't spend too much time here. We want to get to the most exciting part, the future.
Okay, we've done today and yesterday. Now tomorrow, the future. This is the why.
This is the most important part, Ben. This is where you tell the interviewer, I want this job, not just any job.
But Emma, be honest, most people want the job because they need money. Can I say that?
No, please don't. We all know we need money, but the company wants to know why you are interested in them.
So I should do some research before the interview.
Yes, look at their website. Look at their About Us page. Do they help the environment? Do they have great technology? Example, I've seen that your company is a leader in sustainable energy, and that is something I'm very passionate about. I want to bring my skills to a team that is changing the world.
That sounds so professional. It makes the interviewer feel proud of their company.
Exactly. Everyone likes a compliment. When you show that you know about the company, it shows you are proactive.
Another big word, proactive. It means you take action before you are asked.
So your future should be why this role plus why this company. Example, I am looking for a role where I can use my English skills and my love for customer service. Your company has a great reputation, and I'm excited to contribute to your success.
Contribute to your success. That is a golden phrase. It means you want to help the company win.
It's a perfect ending. It's like the ending of a great song. It feels complete.
Emma, let's talk about the English part. B1 level. Our listeners worry that their vocabulary is too small.
Ben, a small house can be beautiful if it is clean and well built. A small vocabulary can be powerful if you use the right words.
I love that. What are the right words for an interview?
Let's look at some power verbs. Use these instead of simple words. Instead of I did, use I managed or I executed. Instead of I helped, use I supported or I collaborated with. Instead of I made, use I developed or I created.
Collaborated with sounds so much more professional than helped.
It does. It shows you are a team player. And here's a secret weapon for English learners: transition words.
Like first, second, third?
Yes, but also phrases like specifically to give a detail, as a result to show a success, that experience taught me, to show growth.
These words are like glue. They hold your sentences together so they don't fall apart.
Exactly. If you just say short sentences, you sound like a beginner. If you use glue, you sound like an intermediate speaker.
What about fillers, like?
Try to avoid them, but don't hate yourself if you use them. If you need a second to think, use a professional filler instead. Phrase, "That's a great question," or "Let me think for a second." This gives your brain time to find the English words, but you still sound confident.
That's a great question. I use that all the time. It saves me. Okay, let's have some fun. Emma, let's look at some bad answers and talk about why they fail.
Okay, bad answer number 1, the rambler. Well, I started working in 2005, then I moved to another city, then I had a dog named Sparky, then I learned how to cook, then I got a job at a shop, then...
Stop, I'm exhausted.
That's the rambler. They talk for 10 minutes and say nothing important. Remember, listeners, 90 seconds. That is your target.
Bad answer number 2, the negative Nancy. I left my last job because my boss was a nightmare. He never paid on time and the office was dirty.
Oh, Ben, never ever be negative, even if it's true. It makes you look like a person who complains. Stay positive, always.
Bad answer number 3, the I'm just here for the money.
I want this job because I need a salary and it's close to my house. Again, it's honest, but it's not professional. The company wants to know how you will help them, not just how they will help you.
So keep it short, stay positive, and focus on the company. Emma, we are nearing the end of our episode, but I want to talk about the fear again.
Yes, this is the most important part. Listeners, look at me. Well, listen to me. You are more than your English level.
That is so true. Sometimes we feel stupid because we can't find a word, but you are not stupid. You are brave. You are trying to build a career in a second language. That is amazing.
I want you to try a mental trick. Before you go into the interview, stand in front of a mirror. Put your hands on your hips like a superhero. Breathe in deep.
I feel stronger already.
It works. It changes the chemicals in your brain. And remember, if you make a mistake, don't apologize 100 times. Just say, "Sorry, let me say that again," and keep going.
Confidence is not making mistakes. Confidence is keeping going when you make a mistake.
I love that, Ben. That should be on a t-shirt.
Okay, listeners, we don't want you to just listen. We want you to do something.
Here is your 3-day plan. Day 1, write your answer. Use the today, yesterday, tomorrow map. Keep it simple.
Day 2, read it out loud. Record yourself on your phone. Yes, it's scary, but do it.
Day 3, listen to the recording. Are you smiling? Are you too fast? Fix it and try again.
And don't try to memorize it word for word. If you memorize it, you will sound like a robot. Just remember the main points.
Right, if you forget a specific word, use a different one. The map is the same, but the road can change. Well, we have reached the end of our masterclass. Ben, how do you feel?
I feel inspired. I wish I had this advice when I was talking about Toby the turtle.
Toby would be proud of you now, Ben.
To our listeners, you are capable. You are prepared. You have a story that is worth telling.
Go into that room or that Zoom call and show them who you are. We are cheering for you from the Speak English channel.
If you have an interview soon, leave a comment. Tell us how it goes. We want to hear your success stories.
Thank you for spending this time with us. It has been an honor.
Stay confident, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.